Hi everyone. Today we'll be learning how to solve and draw graphs on our GDC. So the GDC that I'm using today is the Casio fx-CG50. So we'll input functions, we'll learn to input functions, and then we'll try to see what the graph shows us. Okay, so when you look at your GDC, you'll see a main menu over here, which is on the top, and some buttons at the bottom end of your GDC. Now, to draw graphs, what we are going to do first is we'll select some options from the menu. So since we have to draw a graph, we'll select the graph option, which is over here. So there are two ways of selecting the graph option from the main menu. You can either use these arrow buttons to toggle between the items in the menu, or what you can do is, okay, so let's learn the first method. So we'll use the arrow keys, which is here at the right of your calculator, and what we are going to do, we are going to toggle. So this is, we'll press the down button and we have the graph here, and after selecting the graph option, we are going to press EXC, which means enter. So your graph option will open. Now if you want to go back to the main menu, what we are going to do, we are going to select the button named menu from over here. So we'll select menu and you'll get back to your main menu. Now you can open any of the items from the main menu by using these arrow keys, which is given in the circle. Now another method which you can use to open these boxes or items is, there are various numbers written on each of these items. So what you can do is, you can directly press these numbers. For example, if you want to open the graph, the item which is graph, you have to see the number which has been labeled on top of that item. So the number that is labeled here is 5. So if you'll press 5 on your calculator, your item will open. Okay, so there are two ways of opening these items. One is by toggling with the arrow keys, and the other is, you just have to see the number written on the item and you can just press it and you'll get into that item. Okay, now see, there are various options. You have to input functions in it. Okay, so suppose I have a linear equation such as, let's take 2x plus 5. So I have to input and draw the graph of 2x plus 5. So what I'll enter in place of y1, which is my first function, I'll enter 2x plus 5. So how we are going to enter, we are going to press 2. Okay, and we are going to press this button, which is labeled as x comma theta comma t. So when you'll press it once, you'll enter x. Okay, so we'll enter 2x plus 5. So we'll look for the plus sign, which is here. So plus and 5. And what we'll do, after entering the function, we are going to press EXE, which is our enter button. So we have to press EXE. It will input your function into the calculator. Okay, now you have input, like you have put the first function in y1, which is 2x plus 5. Now if you want to draw the graph of this function, what we are going to do, we are going to select these items which are given below y6. So it's delete, type, tool, modify, draw. So what we are going to do, what is the button which is just below the draw option? It is F6. So what you are going to do, we want to draw the graph of this function, so we are going to press F6. So when you will press F6, you will see the graph of 2x plus 5 drawn on your display screen. Okay, so this is how you enter any function. You can enter any function and draw its graph. Now suppose if you want to draw two functions, okay, so we'll learn that also, how we are going to draw two functions. So for this, we have to go back to the previous menu. So what we are going to do, we'll press exit. Okay, so when you'll press exit, you will come to that previous window where we input this function. Okay, so suppose the first function that we want is 2x plus 5, and the second function that we want to input is x square. Okay, now what we are going to do, we are going to press x because we want x square as our second function. So y1 is our first function and y2 is our second function. Now, how we'll input x square? We are going to this x square button, which is on the right of the alpha button. So we are going to press this, so your function will become x square. Now, after we input x square, what we are going to do, we are going to press exe, because when we press this, it means that your function has been entered into your GDC. So let's press enter. So we have entered two functions. Y1 is 2x plus 5 and y2 is x square. Now, if I intend to draw these two functions simultaneously on the graph, what I'm going to do, I'm going to look for the draw option, which is below the bisects. So here is draw, and we are going to press the F6 button, and see, your calculator will display, the display screen will display two graphs. One is of x square, which is the red one, and the other one is of 2x plus 5. So this is the way you can input any number of functions. You can input 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, any number of functions, and you can display them all simultaneously in your calculator. And if you want to go to the previous menu, you can press exit. So this was just an introduction, like how we can enter functions and how we can draw graphs of those functions through our GDC. Now I'll be back with more videos about how to effectively use your GDC for your IB exams. Okay, see you soon. Bye bye.